Hello and welcome to AGVI. Today we are at the World Government Summit 2026 and with me right now in the studios we have Osman Sultan, telecom legend of the UAE and Egypt. Thank you so much for joining us, Osman.
Thank you for hosting me today.
Such a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure is mine.
So let's bring the conversation here to the region, right?
Please.
What do you think of the state of telco and the sector here in the region today?
You know, the paradox, I think that telcos in the region, and I'm talking more about the Gulf, are in a quite good shape. I do not think, though, that the telco sector generally has been doing as much as it could have done, generally. It's clear, and I've been very vocal in saying this when I was at the helm of telco companies. Since the beginning of 2000, so almost now 25 years ago, we were starting to lose the ground, first for what we call the OTT, the over-the-top, the internet players.
Sure.
Then for all the, these large networks of social media.
Yeah.
That I always said it's a shame that we couldn't have a messaging platform as telcos, not one by one. And when reading the thing, I believe that what the telco missed is a more collaborative model on the business model. We could have had a platform, and I proposed this at some point. We could have, at the level of the regional ones, we could have had a platform that would have done what WhatsApp is doing, one interface for users, etc., owned by all these telcos. It's a good idea now.
Right.
It's not too late to do it. Because telcos have such a presence, an influence, and a power that it would still be very viable and to do.
Right. But there are other platforms doing it. You said WhatsApp, but also like Bottom, for example, has become an everything app. Then the question is, how many everything apps can we have in a market that is relatively small, like the UAE?
One app being provided by a collaborative effort of telcos, of all telcos.
Right.
One app. Imagine the power of this app being backed by all the telcos. And things like providing platform for mobile advertising. All the mobile advertising today goes to the YouTube, Apple, Facebook, all these big tech.
Yeah.
Telcos could have claimed a place under the sun in that space. Not when they are 3 in this country, 2 in this country, etc. And the capabilities of data analytics, tomorrow the AI, having... Because if you read the world is going into... if you look at it as, the slide, everything sensing. Around us, few years, everything we touch will be a sensor. Everything connected, everything smart.
Right.
You put.
Have you seen this model anywhere in the world where they've actually perfected it according to you?
No, not in the telco. At some point, Visa was invented by a group of banks. They collaborated together. Because at the end, the user will determine whether this will work or not.
When it comes to this region, we always talk about this sort of duopoly which we've seen, right? And for the right reasons as well, because last year we saw that the broadband, the price of the broadband here was the highest in the world, I think, $4.3 per Mbps, which is really high, which is why the conversation keeps coming up. What is your assessment of it? Why is it that other players have not been able to enter this market and disrupt this market as of yet?
I believe that the UAE chose a great business model and putting the right balance between what we control and what we open. If we see the evolution over the last 25 years of this sector, it's a great evolution. So I think there is a lot of wisdom when we see in other countries players that comes and then disappear. MVNOs, a country like Holland at some point had more than 15 or 20 MVNOs, most of them disappeared. I think that the model that was chosen in putting the cursor between what needs to be controlled at the level and what needs to be rightly open, etc. You know, around telco, you have considerations like security consideration.
Yeah.
You have, of course, economic consideration, but you have, and I think that there was a great wisdom in moving in the model in a country like the UAE.
We've also seen the likes of a VEON come into the region and set up its regional headquarters in the region, but they're not providing the telco services, right? They're doing other things in the space. Same with Vodafone and their partnerships with some of the operators here. They're not providing the SIM card anymore, if I had to put it that simply.
Yeah, because they have to be licensed, and the choice of giving licenses is a choice. I mean, this question should be probably addressed more to the regulatory telecom authority, because it wouldn't be appropriate for me to give about the reasons or the background specifically now after 5 years. But I still believe that it's a very healthy sector, and the choices that have been made have showed to be really very wise.